Speaker, right now, the Prime Minister is setting out his Brexit fantasy at the Tory party conference, a deal that he knows is unacceptable and doomed to failure. When this deal fails, as they know it will, Downing Street sources have insisted the government will not seek an extension. They will not obey their legal obligations. Mr. Speaker, yet again, this Prime Minister is prepared to act unlawfully. Has the Prime Minister not learnt his lesson? He is not above the law. Can the Foreign Secretary confirm, are these sources correct, that the Prime Minister will not obey the law? Is this government seriously planning to take on Parliament in the courts to force through a catastrophic no-deal Brexit? Or will the Foreign Secretary now rule that out?
I say to the honourable member, of course this government will always adhere to the law. We are, at this moment, the Prime Minister has written to Jean-Claude Juncker setting out our proposals. We want to take forward the negotiations. We want to avoid a no-deal scenario. And actually, rather than undermining the negotiations in Brussels, I'd urge the SNP to try and support the government in securing a deal which is good for this country. He talks about respecting judgments. We will always respect legal judgments. I would call on the SNP to respect the judgment of the people of Scotland when it comes to staying in the United Kingdom, and the judgment of the people of the United Kingdom to give effect to the referendum on the EU.
Ian Blackford.
Mr. Speaker, we will always respect legal judgment. Mr. Speaker, the fact is that this Prime Minister cannot be trusted, and his Foreign Secretary can't even commit the Prime Minister to the letter of the law. Mr. Speaker, this government must be stopped. I'm looking now at colleagues on opposition benches, and I urge them, we must unite. We must stop this Prime Minister by removing him from office. Mr. Speaker, the Scottish National Party stand ready to bring this government down. Other parties need to step up at this moment of national crisis. Prepare a vote of no confidence. Ensure a Brexit extension. Prevent a no deal. And call a general election. Doing nothing is not an option. We must act. So I ask the Foreign Secretary, will he give the Prime Minister a message from the Scottish National Party? It's not a case of if, but when. We will bring this dangerous government down.
I have to say to the honourable gentleman, he's at risk of sounding like he's all mouth and no trousers. because he had the chance to vote for a general election and he turned it down. He had the chance to avoid no deal, and the best chance now is to back this government in securing a good deal, good for the United Kingdom and good for all quarters of the United Kingdom, including the people of Scotland.